Hey everyone, welcome to Elevate the Day. My name is Jennifer Cavello and I'm here today with my co-host Karen Salisbury.
Hey everyone.
Hey, and we have a special guest today. Miss Court Rogers is here to talk with us. Welcome to the show, Court.
Thank you. Hello.
So we've got lots of great guests we've had on the show lately, right, Karen?
Yes,
And
really great.
really great, and lots more coming. And speaking of lots more coming, our Elevate the Day devotional is getting the final tweaks on it, people. We are getting ready to send out some links and emails, etc. If you want to be on our launch team and help us spread the word about how to get the book and all kinds of fun things we're going to be doing. So if you're interested, make sure that you are following Karen and I on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're everywhere. And watch your email box for links to join our launch team and help us get the word out about what I think I know I'm a little biased here, but I really do think this book is going to be a great encouragement, because as I was reading through it and editing it, I was getting encouraged again. So amen. So we know this is going to be a big blessing to everyone, and we hope that you'll pick up a copy or two for all your friends this holiday season when it comes out. So without further ado, I want to again welcome Court Rogers to the show, and we've got some great information to share with you. If you're a single mom, you know what it's like. It's a little tough out there, and Court's got some wonderful stories and resources and events that she wants to share about today. So, Court, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself and the endeavors that you're working on right now?
Sure, absolutely. It's an honor to be here. Thank you for having me on, you guys. So I have been a single mother for a little over 3 years. It was a unplanned pregnancy, and my son's father and I tried to work it out, but it just in the end, it wasn't a good fit for us, and so we made that decision, that hard decision to go our separate ways. And so I've been going at it, and I found when I first became a single mother, I really kind of took on the societal stigmas that kind of hang over that title, if you will, and without realizing it. And I think I made it a lot harder than it had to be. And obviously there's always a season and a period of grief in any kind of a loss. And so I'm not speaking towards that so much as just that I made it harder. There was a lot of stumbling blocks. And of course, now I get to use that to help other mothers. But I have this huge calling that God planted inside of me to tailor a community that is just for single mothers that are in the same situation that I'm in exactly. So I'm really excited for what's coming up. We're going to have this incredible online community. We're going to have different pod groups and coaching availability and mentorships and prayer requests and just tons and tons and tons of community, because I think that's one of the biggest things that single moms lack. And so we're going to kind of launch it off with an online show, and I'm going to be interviewing tons of different experts in all areas. Most of them happen to be or have been single moms, so it's really special. I'm really excited what God is doing.
So, Court, if somebody's listening right now and they are a single mom, or they know a single mom, which, by the way, all three of us are in that club. I have gotten remarried, but I was a single mom for 17 years, and Jen's a single mom. And so we all get it, right? And we know there are so many people out there who need this. So if they're listening right now, tell us about your summit, when it is, how they can view it, how do I get involved in this community?
Yeah. So you can just pop over to my website. It's just singlemamathriving.com, which is the name of the show as well. And there's going to be a sign up link there, and you'll get just direct email access. So you'll get everything into your inbox. It's right there. So it's over the course of 10 days that you're going to be getting the interview sent to you. And there's tons of different social media interactions. You can find me over on social media as well. I'm most active on Instagram, at his court, like HIS, and then my name, court, like his court. And there's lots of stuff going on over there. So yeah, those are kind of the two places, singlemamathriving.com and his court on Instagram.
So say that again, single mama, MAMA.
Yep.
So singlemama.com.
SinglemamaThriving.com. SinglemamaThriving.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we say those so fast because they're familiar to us.
I know, right?
I'm trying to write it down, right?
Yeah.
And we'll
Yes.
put it up in our social media as well when we publish the podcast. So if you didn't catch it, listeners, don't worry. We'll make sure you get the right URL so you can head on over.
So tell us about some of the guests. I know, like, I got to be a guest, yay! And so my kids, of course, are already grown. So I learned some things in the process of being a single mom while they were teenagers and growing up. What would you say is some of the I know some of the topics that you're going to discuss, and maybe what are some of the greatest challenges for single moms?
Yeah, I think one of the big ones is, how to make money. How do we make a living, and how do we become, independent and thrive within that, right? Not just make ends meet. So there's a lot around entrepreneurship, and then just like budgeting, and just using our resources well. We talk about, this one's a little juicy, but we talk about dating with kids and how that might look for different people. We talk about parenting with, baby daddy, if you will, to put it easily, and just how, some of the struggles that come with that. I have Cynthia Garrett. She was a single mom for like 21 years or something like that. And so she has an incredible story about, allowing God to become Lord of her whole life, not just little pockets of it. And that kind of changed the whole game for her. And I also have a nutritionist on, because I really think that when you are able to take care of your body and your mental health through nutrition, it can really help us, be stronger and more present mothers, because there's a lot of challenges that come with single parenthood. And so it's important to be able to, be on in our best way, showing up in our temple.
Yes, I think that sometimes, like you said, we take on so much on ourselves. There is so much on us, and that if you're not taking care of yourself, you're so much at a disadvantage. It really, there's not a lot of time maybe and a lot of resources to take care of yourself. And a lot of times moms, of course, put all the resources on their children and give to them. But man, we do need to take care of ourselves, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. It's very true. Yeah. Very, very important. More important than I realized till I got into it. And it was like, oh, okay. I see how this plays in.
Yes, exactly. Because a sick you or an in bed you with the covers up is not going to, even mental and emotional health is so vital, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I love what you said about the lady you talked about, but I know this is true with you too, that making God the center of your life is really, thank God, our children, even if we're just if we're a single mom, we have a heavenly father. Our children do have a father, right? And so making God the center is so important.
Oh, it is. And God, God will speak to you about your unique situation, because we all have unique situations. For me, it's been a lot. He's really counseled me through how to show up for my son in regards to like co-parenting, and how to honor his father, even though like him and I didn't work out, not to be resentful in regards to parenting with him, you know what I mean? And being able to honor him in a different way. That's been a huge one for me, that I think I've grown a ton, and we've had, him and I have had to work really hard to make that healthy, and not have resentment and stuff. So tons of healing through that. And then just grief, like being okay with grieving, and allowing the Lord to take you through those things, and really finding healing, like deep healing in that. And taking responsibility, for your side of things can be really freeing. You know what I mean? I think people try to move on really fast, and a lot of the time it's like, you don't need a Band-Aid. You need to just literally be single and chill, be with the Lord.
Yeah. And while you're saying that, I was thinking too, it's so important to become a part of a church family for so many reasons. One is that you get to go to church and put your kid in kids' church. Yay.
Yeah.
Right. It's like you get a break and you get to hear the word, right? But also, so many people involved in your life is better. I really think, I know when my children's father died, my husband died when they were like 12 and 13 years old. So I saw them through their teenage years and young adult years as a single mom. But it's almost like they had 10 dads in our church, because and even just a two-parent family can't teach your child everything they need to know, right? And so I'm so thankful for those Christian influences. Being part of a church family helps our children so much, and especially when we're single moms. I know that maybe churches don't necessarily reach out to single moms in ways that they could or should, but just to be surrounded by so many other Christians really, really helps, I think, and gives us that support system. It's a blessing.
Right. Yeah. Being under that mantle is good. Well, and you can always start something at your church, if there isn't something there. For me personally, it's been hard. I work on Sundays. And so that's been a little struggle. So part of Single Mama Thriving is going to be that community and really bringing that church, if you will, but gathering together and prayer and everything, because sometimes it's hard to get it all, be able to do all of it.
To get there.
And Cord, I was just curious. I think one of the more important things as a single mom is learning how to ask for help. That you don't have to do it all by yourself. And I remember, I know it's been a long time since my kids were little, but I was just used to doing it all myself. So when someone offered me help, I didn't know what to do with it. or I didn't know what to do with myself while they were helping me. Have you found in your conversations with others, or maybe even in your own journey, that that simple "can you help me" question gets stuck in our throats sometimes, right?
Literally, I honestly think that is probably one of the biggest struggles for single moms, is to let go of control a little bit, because we're used to, a lot of time we're coming out of like toxic relationships or even worse than that, and you're holding on so tight. So I think, asking for help or allowing people to help you it can be really challenging. It really can, because you want to kind of do everything yourself, but it's not necessarily the best approach, because then you're worn thin, you know what I mean? And then you're not giving yourself time. Oh man, I actually just talked about this on my social media. I was in tears, because it was like, just trying to find that balance, and it can be really hard to kind of not let your kids go, but to hold them a little looser and trust the process and other people, your community, the Lord, to bring those people into your life, and then allowing them to then help you out can be so challenging. It really can. But I think it's really vital for you to be able to then, take a breath.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you can tell just from this short amount of talking with you, Court, that this is just going to be such a great thing for single moms, such a good network, such a great, just so needed. And so listeners, hopefully you got all that information down. The Single Mama Thriving, that's MAMA, thriving.com. Go there and sign up and get involved in this community with Court. And if you know a single mom who's needing a community and some help, who doesn't, right? So be sure you avail yourself to all that. Court, thanks so much for being with us today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's been an honor. Thank you so much, ladies.
You're welcome. And we look forward to having you on again in the future, when you tell us all these thriving testimonies from the single moms that are going to be joining your network. So until next week, everyone, have a blessed day. Take care.
Bye.